wife still does Amway, but he kind of lost interest.
Hey everyone, we're just waiting for Nick to turn up, so you're in the right place.
Hey.
Just hang on, we'll be starting soon.
Hey, you dressed up today.
Oh,
You got a jacket on.
Hi there. Hi, how are you?
Here's one
So that-
getting ready to launch.
So
If I had a way that you could get healthy, stay away from the doctors and make some money and would you?
yeah, but the problem with that is that it's broad. So you've done the right thing,
Right.
identified what their need is.
Right.
So what you need to do is just hone in what they need. Because like, if they're sick, don't worry about the money. They don't give a shit about the money. So
They
it's
don't
like,
give a
right,
crap
yeah,
about the money.
yeah. So it's like, okay, great. If I can show you the you could overcome whatever it is, you know, if I can help you overcome your knee pain, would you be interested in talking to a good friend of mine who's done just that?
Right.
Okay. So that,
Just keep it without.
yeah.
That's
So
right,
I
right.
would suggest because that's the piece where you're storing.
Mhm.
So just practice
It is.
that. Just practice that. So you've done this much, which is great because you're getting someone's needs out, which is
Right.
perfect. Now just start practicing that a little bit. So that's the line I want you to start.
I like that one.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta write that down because
Yeah, it's a simple one. If I can show you.
I'm too stressed and I'm choking.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the Eric Worry line. If I would you.
Yeah.
You know, if I could arrange for you to talk to someone who can help you with that, would you be interested in getting on a call? Something like that, like.
Not be interested.
Okay. So don't get caught. Just remember, if I would you. Okay.
I would do.
Okay. So just think about it. If I could get you on a call with someone to help you with that, would you be able to give me 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that one.
Okay. So it's
Yeah, because some of the ones that Nick has, they just don't feel
They're
right
not you.
to me. Yeah, exactly. And I haven't found my wordage.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah.
So
either.
that's okay. So that's when you just start practicing and just start.
Yeah. And I tried talking to the cats today, and I'm stuck.
It's okay. Just
Yeah.
relax with it and just go. So that's the one, right? So this is slightly different from Nick's invitation.
Yeah.
Nick's invitation is
In
more,
your face.
well, no. It's not so much that, but it's a warm market kind of call.
Right.
You're just like, hey Robert, you know what? I know I haven't seen you. We haven't seen you in a while. We've got to catch up. But right now, I want to share something with you that I'm really excited about. I need an hour and open mind. You can come to a meeting. Get to the meeting next Wednesday. You've got to meet my mentor. You've got to meet my man. You've got to meet my man. So that's what Nick's invitation is. That's what that is. What you're talking about is you're doing almost a cold market strategy,
Mhm.
which is just developing some trust and rapport with someone that you've never met, and you're doing a great job. You're getting there, but then you're stalling because you haven't got that next piece. That next piece is if I would you.
Right.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. And then just work out whatever that piece is.
Their why.
Yeah, that's right. If it's
Hey.
if it's money, get them to me. If it's films, get them on a course. Whatever whatever it is.
It's Mindy, right?
It is.
Good to see you. How you doing?
Good to see you too.
Come from this one?
Oh my
Did you
gosh.
go to the last one too, or just?
It's a bright shirt you got there,
I'm
Tim.
only,
Yes.
I made this.
Michigan.
I know which team is
Yay.
mine. Hey, how you doing? Sue here now.
Yeah, she's
Long time no see.
she did the
I
training
know.
this morning.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, because I'm working on
Are you?
this
Well,
thing
the
with Scott to
reason
try
I
to get
didn't
this
come
accountability thing.
Wednesday is I ended up.
So I just gotta go back and
Hospital.
check because he's bugging me to get it up.
You did?
So-
For yourself?
Yeah.
No, she's staying as far as I know. I
She
don't know.
went to the bathroom.
What's up with you?
So, and I've got you're up and running on Google Hangout.
So I
As
think
well.
we on today?
Yeah, you're on
I
today.
don't know.
No, I had to go
So
for a
go
CAT
shop for
scan
that.
and that wiped me out.
Nice. We're gonna be doing some interesting stuff. Hey.
All right.
We always want.
You have too much stuff in your pockets,
Yeah,
Nick.
okay. I do.
There we go.
You guys do this one too, both of us?
Come sit by me.
Cool.
I feel like I'm myself.
Well, except for I like to be up front and I'm recording with my phone, so that's why come join me.
It's freezing.
Come join me, get away from those cold windows. The draft.
I'm freezing and I'm hungry and my neck hurts. So I got a lot of complaints today.
You know?
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good. Good.
So where are you in life with the business?
Are you an R&D?
All
Nothing. How long have you been in?
Sorry,
Sorry, I'm making coffee, Susan.
Oh.
That might help you.
That'll help, yeah.
How you doing?
I'm invited people to meet.
Well,
Can't get on.
Well, and that's the thing,
Part of
because
it is
because of the why.
Right.
I mean, that's my big thing is the why. The
They
why.
come to see my wife.
I
Because I had an hour to spend with everybody. 10 minutes. Not even that usually.
well, but I'm thinking you can even do that, all right, because
Yeah, it's just.
it just, you might have to string together more.
There you go.
And have another small touch later. You don't have to pump it all in one.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
They must- the way I like people is when I'm trying to blood. Back again?
Back again.
When I'm trying to draw blood, so I only have short Stacy.
All right.
Well, that's
Yesterday I had.
their contact.
Yeah, it's their word.
Right, well, I'll hook it up when we give it. Then,
Yeah. No, thank you. Who's next?
Uh,
Okay.
So, okay, so this is what I've got.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Bit of a
Well,
Doug.
Which is most.
You're not done,
okay.
you're working hard.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go.
I just, whoa, that's a smart.
Just started.
Oh, no.
How are you?
Is that
How are you?
is that a six?
Morning, how are
Remind me
you?
of
Region.
I'm Angela. I'm New Jersey Nancy.
Jasmine, I'm gonna blame it on her.
This feels like October.
You know, I'm right.
You know, normally I stick it in my purse, and she was rushing me, she had a birthday party that was supposed to be one place, and she was at another place.
Keep going.
So I went out of the house. At home right there. Driveway.
Did it hit asphalt or concrete? Those are ones you kind of close one eye and go, please.
You know, exactly, because I
Oh,
read
you have any,
I do. Absolutely not. Well, why don't we open one of these jars, these are yours anyway. And then, which one do you like best?
I like the red one.
No, like
I'll put it up here and then.
Okay. Lights coming in? Yeah, it should be here. Okay. We're gonna go get something to eat real quick.
Are
You here for the earlier one too? Yeah. We're gonna be banging this thing out good, quick today. We can do the Periscope today too, if you want. Okay, guys, whenever you're ready. Yes, sir. Thank you. Who are we missing? Why don't you guys move up a little bit closer? We don't have many people. It's like we're talking to empty chairs.
How you doing? I'm gonna-
Steve, nice to meet you. How do you come to the crew?
We're going again originally, a couple of years ago. We're with Marvin Day.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Right here.
Yes, I love Marvin Gaye. I've seen. And so you live in Evergreen? Oh, good, good. So.
And
Wow,
people
yeah,
have it.
join us.
Hi, guys. Yes, let's go.
Is that thing, is that thing?
Okay, Evergreen National? Is she ready to
Dang, is that thing stuck to the lines?
Where's that Kelly? And my last name is what?
Why would I have no secrets?
And her name?
Okay.
Glad you.
Okay, let's rock and roll.
That is not Ted.
Okay, guys. So I want to start this meeting off with, this is, who's in the back there? Alice, let's go.
I'm getting your tangy. Sorry.
Taking forever.
You go ahead. How many
Okay.
scoops you want?
2, please. Should I take more than 2 or 4?
How you doing there, pal?
Give me 10 of them. Give me 3.
Marvel's going the right way.
Okay. A lot of my lessons come from what I do, my Taekwondo training. So Kent and I were doing a class just literally minutes before we got here. Took a shower and came over. And one of the things we did, we videotaped today. We videotaped because I didn't like what they were seeing with them, but we videotaped me doing patterns and Kent doing patterns and other people doing. So videotape, it doesn't lie. So you can't hide from your videotape. And one of the things that Kent said that kind of struck me, he says, I look stiff. My stances are short and I look stiff. And sometimes we think we're doing a really good job at an invite or doing something in this business and we're stiff and our stances are too short. And we're not doing the things we need to be doing. So to me, what Sue did today and what I'm doing right now, if you want to be successful in a business, not just this business, it's training. Training is number one. If somebody wants to become a 90-mile-an-hour fastballer, they can't do it doing it once or twice a week. They have to put the work in. And that's what we have to do with this business. We have to invest in ourselves and get unstiff, right?
Yes, sir.
And get our stances longer, if you like. So today, I'll and say that we have this 90-day, and I had a little bit of a struggle yesterday, but I got my brother, and we're going to get him signed up. But I need to do more myself, and it just making me realize move and talk to more people. It's really about talking to more people. It's not about your invite. I think some of us are pretty good at our invites. We just got to talk. I'm going to go. Give me some of your. I know Trevor, you had a great week, so tell them a little bit about what you did.
Let's see. Met with my friend yesterday who I had set up an appointment with the day before. She's pulling money out of her savings account right now, and we're getting her completely signed up on Monday. So set up appointment, got something enrolled pretty much. Also set up I think 3 other appointments, and then working on some more right now.
Good.
So things are going really, really, really good. Everything just seems so natural now.
Good. Anybody else want to say? Yeah.
I did, I called a couple of people that were, maybes, that you had already hit up and they couldn't make it on Thursday.
Yeah.
And I had always been trying to get people like the day before,
Yeah.
calling real quick, and it was like, we're on fire, Diane and Rob and I had been doing that. So, a lot of people were like, oh, shoot, I have something going on tomorrow night. And then they couldn't do it, but I kept them on my list. And so I've been calling them and saying, hey, my friend Scott's gonna be in town. It's just Wednesday at 7. You've got to come see him. This is the best opportunity. I mean, you have to come 7, clear your schedule. I mean, have to come Wednesday, clear your schedule. And like, oh, thanks so much for the heads up. For sure, I'm gonna be there.
Right. Good.
So those were, people that already I had done, and now they're, coming.
Uh-huh.
And so then we have a luncheon set up for just a different time, which we should tell everybody in case they want to invite people,
Right.
women.
Right. That'd be great. Whatever works.
Yeah.
Good. Good. Anybody else?
3 days, 3 marbles.
You added it.
Me too.
Did you do a marble today?
Yes, I had a meeting in here.
Yeah, meeting.
Our facility and met Sue and Andrew. So,
Can you explain the
Yeah.
90-day challenge?
Oh, you weren't on the call. Okay, so the 90-day challenge Scott came up with is this. So he came up with the marble jar, which I think is good because I used to do it with my kids. Or Heather used to do it with the kids. Chores, marble. Hi, I'm Nick. I don't know if I met you before.
Hi, Nick, I'm Linda.
Hello, Linda. Nice to meet you. Thanks for coming. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
they're on the Pidcocks team.
I know.
Oh.
I met my man Steve the other day. And so basically the marble challenge is make a contact today and try to get this person to a meeting. If they say yes, that's a marble. If they say no, you keep going. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Now, they might reschedule, but still you get 90, you're going to get people if you do this every day. And so that's it. And then you put a marble in the jar, so you get 90, and you try to do it every day for 90 days.
So it's a contact a day.
It's a
give them
contact
to
a day to say, yes, I'm going to a meeting. Yes, I'll go to lunch. Yes, I'll meet with you. Right? Is that pretty clear or no?
Yes.
Is that wrong?
So Andrew and I was just saying, Andrew and I were kind of doing tag. So like I invited somebody and had him do the presentation for him. Then he invited somebody the other day. He actually was at lunch with some people he works with.
Mhm.
And one of them was selling the other one network marketing. So I'm gonna meet with her to do a presentation with her.
Good.
Kind of tag team.
That's a great
Somebody
idea.
does the invite, somebody does the presentation.
And I've been talking about tag teaming is the best thing. When you get people and you share different personalities with different people, which is a terrific idea. Anybody else want to? Okay.
I had, on Thursday, I was frustrated because I actually got stuck with QuickBooks all day.
Mhm.
I'm getting so mad because I didn't get to do any of my phone calls, so I did finally get to move one after 9 o'clock on Thursday. And I got one moved right away yesterday, and I rewrote, actually typed my whole list in my phone today, so that I can have it accessible. I've had it in like multiple folders.
Right.
So, Nothing is more organized.
Good. Good. Okay. So the other thing I was going to add to that too is that as I was doing my patterns, I looked at one pattern. I didn't like the way I liked it. I didn't like it. So I did it again, didn't I?
Yes, sir.
And because I wanted to clean some things up. So if you look around the room here, and I just wanted to do this, you have an SEMD, you have a vice presidential, you have a vice presidential, you have an SEMD, and look who's here. You got people who are EMDs here. The ones that want it bad enough are the ones that are growing in the business. I mean, that's really what it is, isn't it? The ones that want to be black belts show up to the classes more than the ones that don't want to be black belts. So I commend you for being here. It's a lot of time, and SEMD, of course. SEMD, VP, and RMD. That's okay, wherever you're at, wherever you're at. But the good news is you're training. Sold seminars, we trained. It was a business, we trained. And, people think, well, I'm going to get into network marketing and I'm not going to train. You have to train. And the more training you get, the more top of the mind awareness you get. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So these are some of the things we're going to do today. So we're going to break up and we're going to role play a little bit. And I know role playing sometimes is a little iffy for people. So we're going to break off into groups and we're going to role play. And what we're going to do is we're going to role play a phone call. We're going to role play a personal one-on-one invite today, because I think, I talked enough about how to prepare to do an invite last Saturday. Who was there last Saturday? Anybody there last Saturday? We did a whole hour of mastering the invite. So I spent an hour at the Super Saturday talking about invites. What's your mindset? What's your preparation? What's your obsession? What's your enthusiasm? When you talk to somebody, how do you come across? So we want to come across on an invite. I just say this, John Plumby, you have somebody you're going to meet. Okay, how's my attitude? Okay, good. Are you ready? Get your attitude right. Boom. Hi. You're on. Showtime. So you don't have time. You need to switch gears as fast as you can when you're inviting somebody. Did you see the Periscope last Saturday?
I saw it.
Okay.
It's out there.
Did you enjoy that?
It was very good.
Yeah.
Glad you had it, because I couldn't.
His deal was
great.
So it's Masters of Enrollment. So basically I did an hour of preparation and then how to invite. And because I will guarantee you guys, the more people you talk to, it is nothing but a numbers game. The more people you talk to with a super effective invite is going to be the deal. Now, when you get them here, obviously now we have the startup. And how many are we looking for that? How many are we looking for to be a star?
4.
We need one, two left, that's all you had, two.
Yes.
It is 9. But all left, they're gonna buy all business, they'll be partners in that way. Some will do a lot, some will do a little. But what we're looking for is we're developing our business to find partners. Some people just don't want to be here on Saturday. It happens. Doesn't matter. This is just fun. This is like a dojang. You know what a dojang is? It's a house of learning. So there's no humiliation. There's no embarrassment. You just do what you do. If you make a mistake, and we try to. Do you have a couple minutes? I said, am I catching an okay time? Do you have a quick minute? Yeah, am I said, hey guys, I said, I've been thinking about you and your situation. You told me you wanted to, you're changing your life. I said, I got something to change your life in 2 years financially.
I wasn't there.
He was there, and he was there. Right, and he said, I couldn't go to sleep on Wednesday night after I talked to you. And Scott. But see how easy I invited him? And you were there yesterday, or Thursday, when I invited Pete.
Right.
What'd I say?
Uh,
I yelled at, hey, Pete! Tell him what I said.
I don't exactly remember what you did say. I think it was something like, hey, Pete, I have an amazing opportunity I got to show you. And Pete was like, I wish you would.
I said, great, I'm taking you to lunch next week, clear your schedule. I don't give people the if you think, would you, could you consider this? Those are not part of my lexicon. So when my friend John Palumbi used to when he was alive, be the greatest salesman that I ever met. And he would say, "Are you looking for a new car or used car?" And I go, "I'm looking for a new car." I said, "Come with me. I'm going to show you new cars in all of Sacramento." He didn't say, "Hey, would you mind walking with me?" What do you say? Come with me. That means assumptive. You use assumptive words. If you don't use assumptive words, you're babbling. Clean up your words. That's really what it is. Words, men are governed by words. The better words you use, the better results you're going to get. So when I'm, just like I did with Chad, I said, "Pete," I said, "I got something that can change your life financially in a couple of years." I said, you got to come to lunch with me. I got to have meet my buddy Scott. He goes, "I'm in." Right?
Yeah.
That was it. I didn't have to make a big deal out of it. But see, it wasn't even what I said. It's how I said it. I was confident. I don't waffle. And when you waffle, people are like, "Well, what are you doing here? Well, what's going on here?" So you need to rehearse and practice these things where it's so natural. Hey, look, hey, Susan, say, "I've been very successful in my life. I've done a lot of things." I said, "You know what? I stumbled into something extraordinary." I said, "I need you to meet this guy, Scott and Nick, the two most successful people I know, just whatever." And you just say that. And I said, "You give me an hour and an open mind, and I'm going to change your life financially in 2 years. Fair enough? What is it? Trust me, you're going to love it. That's it. Done." And if they say, "Hey, look," and you say, "Look, I just met these guys." I said, "I don't want to ruin it for you. You don't want me to do that to you, do you?" See, I throw it right back at them. "You don't want me to ruin this for you, do you? Don't you want to see it for yourself? So you can decide for yourself if it's something that makes sense?" Right?
Yes.
But what we do is we over talk. Get clean. Right?
That's one thing Scott said, that he speaks to hundreds of thousands of people, and we've got him here Wednesday.
Right. And I tell that all the time.
I know. A lot of that worked down. I just thought that was huge.
Yes.
Well, I was telling Nick driving over here, the guy that was here this morning, I'm getting better at, giving them direction, and you don't really get much pushback. So I said to him, "Okay, I need you to listen to this CD by Wednesday. You can do that for me, can't you?" And rather than, "Do you think you could?" So I just gave him direction, and I've been doing that, and we tend to be afraid of giving people direction, but they really want it.
People are looking for leaders, guys. I had a lady that started my class today. I've been having people sign up every week, like 2, 3 a week. There was 40 people in my class today. It was packed. And the lady says, "I need to get in shape." And I said, "Okay, I can get you in shape." No, I sat her down. I said, "Well, let's talk upstairs." I said, "Tell me what you want to accomplish. Tell me what you want to do." She told me she's mushy. She's this. She's 55. She can't do it on her own. I said, "So what you're telling me is you want to lose a little weight, you want to get yourself toned, and you want to do this. Is that correct?" I said, "Great. I can help you with that." Right? And I explained it to her. I said, $500. I said, she goes, "I'm in." I said, "Great. It's $500. I said, "Go over there and he'll take care of you." Aha! I didn't go, "It's 500. Act like you mean it and they'll get in. They'll go to the invite. Plumbee said it. Act, if you say the money, act like you believe it. I mean, $500. I mean, if let's say somebody doesn't want to sell, they don't think they want to sell it now or be part of the business opportunity, say, "Hey, no, not a problem." I said, "You know what? Why don't we just get you set up with all the product?" I said, it's $500. You get $600 worth of product. I said, "At least you got 2 months supply." I said, "You're all set up, and that way you can try different products. But this is the mainstay. You need to get these." Fair enough. I just signed them up on the products.
That's good.
Why not? I'm not going to sell a pollen burst. I'm going to sell the whole package. They're still in it. And I said, and if you decide you love these products so much, you always have an opportunity to do the business also. Fair enough? But at least you're getting all the products. That's it. It's $500 to buy the products. In my mindset, $500 is not that much. Think about it. Most people can go out to dinner at Sims Landing. We can drop $250 at Sims Landing in a night. Especially if Troy goes with us because he wants a fillet every single time. I mean, Dane just wasted, I don't know how much the SAT was. He was supposed to go and he never went. I mean, because he didn't need it now because he did the ACT. I told him, I said, "Why are you doing it?" There's $150 right there. We waste more money than we invest. So does that make sense to you? So when I'm saying an invite, I am directive on an invite. I'm always assumptive, say, hey, look, I want you to meet this guy. He's amazing. I have never seen anybody like this in my entire life. He makes 80 to 100,000 a year, a month. And he is a person that teaches people how to become successful financially and in health. And I said, give me an hour and an open mind. I want you to meet lunch. Come on, let's go to, we're getting together. We're getting together Wednesday night at 7:30. You can make that, can't you? You can make that, right? Make that, can't you?
Yeah.
All right, great. I'm excited. And then I do the whole what? What's the next thing I do after they said yes? I cement it. I knock it in. I lock it down. I say, hey, I'm excited for you. I can't wait for you to meet Scott. You're going to love what he's going to do. I can't wait for you to be there at 7:30. Now, you know the Evergreen Forum is down the street? Yeah, great. You know the one right next to the Walgreens? Yeah, 3560. Great. Evergreen Parkway. I said, I can't wait. And I said, this guy speaks to on a regular basis. And I said, this guy's a busy guy. He rarely comes up here and does this. So you want to make sure that you're there for sure. Okay? And if you're not there, if I feel it's iffy, I'll go into Luis Ariaza's thing and said, it's not going to make a big difference if you blow it off, but it's going to look bad on me if you don't make it. And I said, because I gave him my word that you're going to be here because he really wants to meet you. Blah, blah, blah. Okay? Is that making sense or no? Okay. Any questions? No? Good. So now we're going to role play. So you guys can do musical chairs and figure out who is what, but and here's the key. Guys, can't be longer than and then what you're going to do, and I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to try to do the best I can, and I'm going to give you feedback after I hear you. So you guys are going to pair off, and then we're going to do this for a few minutes. Then we're going to switch partners. We're going to pair it off. Now, the first scenario is you're calling somebody. You're calling somebody that you know, because you're obviously not going to call. So you're calling somebody you're acquaintance with, you're a friend, and you say, hey, John, I've been thinking about whatever. And then you're going to go for it. All right. Have fun. Go.
I'll be the first caller.
This is what happens.
You want to join us?
I
Brought my Katrina, ring, ring.
Hey, Robert, this is Ken. Did I catch you okay, bud? Hey, I just stumbled into something that's unbelievable, and I had to tell you about it. I met this guy named Scott, who's probably the most successful guy I've ever met as far as teaching people about wealth. And I thought of you. I'd really like for you to see this. Are you available Wednesday? What's that? Yeah, we'll get together Wednesday night, and I really want you to join us. Can you join us? Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's about making money. It's about good financial. You ever been for it? And everything. You know where that is?
I was thinking about trust me.
So by the way,
Trust me? I don't know.
you have it right there. I'd be glad to pick it up. Well, it'd be worth it. I can tell you. Perfect time. So having
It's gonna change my life for years. I'm really excited.
critique.
Did the candy shop.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about this. He said, as soon as you say opportunity, like or I could,
That's right, Scott said that the other day. Well, I think one thing that Matt is really great about what you're touched on is using extraordinary adjectives. It's incredible. It's really like, right. Well, that's not my personality, but these those were various obviously excited, you know, I'm more looking, but I'm getting more because it's important. So I'm trying to bring that in.
But I mean, it could be at the same time.
That's right.
I know.
Mindy. That's good.
I think a lot about that.
Yeah, I know.
Like, all right, yeah, I mean, if he's excited, I'm excited, I don't see any like this.
You're exactly right. I've heard that more than once, you know. This guy is
For me, like,
Okay, who's up? Yeah, number two.
Okay. Turn your ring. Hey, what are you doing?
Right.
Hey. Yeah, you got a minute? Okay. I was telling unbelievable, changing my life in a health way.
How you doing, guys?
Going a long way. Yeah. I just felt it's maybe I can't believe what's going on. I'm meeting this guy. Wednesday night, up in Evergreen. He will just change your life.
I'm gonna get this practicing.
Yeah.
Write it
It's
out.
fine. Yeah, right.
I'm just
Yeah, I'm gonna call you on Monday.
Hey, what are you doing?
laundry.
Laundry. That's exciting, you know?
Okay. Let's get back here. Let's get back. Come on back here. Okay. Well, how many people? One?
We only got one.
Okay, well, we're gonna come back because I want to talk to you now. Come on. And we're gonna go back again. All right. Now, the first time I role played, I have to tell you the story. So I role played videotape role playing with Brian Tracy. When I first got into Brian Tracy, I went to Indiana. And it is the weirdest experience you've ever seen in your life. Like you're acting, you're an actor, and you feel like you feel like you sound so bad or look so bad, but you're not as bad as you think you are.
Right.
So when you play the video, I wasn't so bad, but I wasn't so good either. But I mean, it is a nerve-wracking experience to do what we're doing, and I applaud you that because it's tough. Because if you can do this, you can do anything, man. You know why Mr. Newton did this? Well, we used to free spar and train so hard and put pressure on us in the class because he says, I want the class to be harder than the tournament. So I want this to be more challenging than actually talking to somebody outside because 3 people are watching you while you're doing that. It's more nerve-wracking than it is when you're just talking to your buddy. So if you can do it in here, you can do it out there. Does that make sense? So Diane had some questions. So Diane, I want you to think about it this way, all of us. There's 2 vehicular angles I'm going to take. 90% of the angles, the fork in the road is I'm going to the finance. I'm going to go to the finance reason to get them to go to the meeting. Because remember, reasons sell your product or service, not the money. So what is the reason that they're coming to the meeting?
To change
Better off. They want to be better off, period. So if you have to structure your presentation knowing your audience. So if I'm going to talk to a 25-year-old kid or 23-year-old kid or a young kid struggling, and I said, you know, I've known you for a long time and I know you've been struggling financially, haven't you? If I could show you a way to never struggle financially again, would you give me an hour and an open mind to meet my success coach, Scott and Nick?
Sure.
Done. You need to, you need to be there. That's it.
That was my problem.
Can we say that again?
Yeah.
I said, I know you're struggling financially.
Let me film it.
This is on.
Well,
It's
because
not
that
good.
way we can,
It is on Google.
I love it.
Is it
Very
going
good.
again though? Did you get it going again?
I need to ride home too. If you guys give me a ride home later, one of you guys.
I can-
All right, I just go on this
I gotta
285.
go get that.
No car.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm ready when you are.
So if I have a 25-year-old or 22-year-old, you know they're struggling, they may have a kid, they may just be in a tight spot and say, hey, I know you're struggling. And I said, you know what, and I know we're all trying to make money and be successful. And I said, if I could show you a way to change your life financially in 2 years, would you give me an hour and an open mind? to meet my success coach, Scott and Nick? And they say, yes, great. You're going to love these guys. I said, because when you meet these guys, they're going to help you and teach you to become financially successful. Isn't that great? And whatever. And you give them a reason. If I could show you a way to be financially successful for the rest of your life, would you give me an hour and an open mind?
Sure.
Isn't that great? They're trying.
Awesome.
Now, if I got somebody they're dying in health, their health is bad, and I'm going to say, I have stumbled into something, and I know you have some health issues. And I know you may have some financial situations too, but I said, I have stumbled into probably the best health-related arena that I've ever stepped into. And I need you to meet my buddy Scott, the most successful person in this field. Give me an hour and an open mind. There's another opportunity too, but I want to show you this one first. Fair enough? So whatever their reason is, if you know they're sick and they need money, it's a beautiful thing. It's a marriage. Yes.
I have one who has the money. They're very successful. And she asks a lot of questions. So she's on my chicken list, but I'm calling her today.
You know what I would say?
I know time. Her husband doesn't have time. She has tons of time.
Okay.
So time's not an
So
issue.
here's how I would approach her. She's a question asker. I said, hey, have you even approached her at all yet?
I've been playing phone tag with her, leaving messages. Hey, let's get together for lunch. That kind of thing.
Here's what I would say if somebody likes to ask a lot of questions. I said, hey, only got a couple minutes, but I wanted to talk to you. I'm excited about something. I know I haven't talked to you about it. And I said, I'm sure you're going to have a lot of questions. And I said, and I want to answer them for you. But I said, I have stumbled into something health-wise. It could change your health-wise, and I got to show it to you. I need an hour. I need an hour to open mind for you to meet Scott and Nick Kapande. You know, Nick that owns Nick's Pro Fitness, the guy that works out every 9 times a day. And I said, this is something extraordinary. Can you give me an hour and open mind? And I said, but you want to debug that question. And you know she has questions. You're going to say, hey, I know you're probably going to have a lot of questions, but I'm not the one to answer them for you. And I want you to get you to the experts.
Thank you.
That's a great reason. So you're probably, I'm just giving them a reason not to ask me more questions. Because I don't want the questions. So I give them a reason not to ask me more. Don't leave facts. Don't give them facts. Give them clues. Right? Who said that? Don't give them facts. Give them clues. Who said that? Scott Pardulis. Isn't this good stuff? I mean, guys, get it banged down on this stuff, and we are professional social PhD communicators. So start being a communicator, a great communicator. Does that make sense? So if I'm role playing with somebody like Chad, Chad, and I walked up and I said, Chad, I got a Freudian slip from him because I'm getting my life together. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. And I said, you told me you were trying to figure out what you want to do. You're getting your life together and you're really seeking out things. And I said, I have a guy I need you to meet that could change your life financially in 2 years, change your life forever on your health and your finances. I want to take you to lunch tomorrow.
Sure.
Great.
Let's go.
That's how we did it. That's it. I didn't say, do you think you can make lunch? I want to take you to lunch tomorrow. I want to buy you lunch. I want to take you to meet Scott. I don't use weak language. I call it weak language. I use strong language. I use directive language because I want results. I want people to show up. You follow me?
Yeah.
And the less you say, the better. So if you have a young kid, you know a little bit about him or something, or a friend of yours, Dana, you say, I know you've been struggling with a baby, or I know you've been struggling, working hard, and you're trying to do the best you can. And I have stumbled into something. If I don't tell you about it, you're going to kill me in the ear. You need to meet this guy, Scott and Nick. Nick at Nick's Pro Fitness, he is the most successful guy I know. Whatever, just edify, how to say, just edify. And so that's it. And say, if you want to change your life financially, you need to plug into what we're doing. Give me an hour.
Everybody's like, no, I'm not going to a meeting.
Don't say meeting. We're getting together. And I said, does it matter? And if somebody said, I'm not going to a meeting, I said, well, why wouldn't you want to? This is what I say. So what you're telling me is you don't want to learn how to. I said, well, this is what you say. So you got to give them a reason to move. And you may not be giving them a good enough reason to go to a meeting. Because the reason why people are not going to meetings, you're not giving them a good enough reason to check it out. That's on you.
I like how you asked the question. I know, what did you say? You said,
If I could show you a way,
and you said.
if
that's-
I
are
could
you you're
demonstrate-
struggling financially, right?
it's close. It's what it is. If I could show you a way to change your life financially, because you told me you were struggling financially, and really change your life. If you see, you need to meet Scott and Nick. Done. You need to clear your schedule. I don't care what you're doing. If you told me you want this, I can help you. Would you like my help? Done. That's it. I know some of this is ABC 101, but when I hear you talk, it doesn't come out that way. You think you got it, you don't have it. This is how I speak. If you ever hear me you've heard me do invites before.
Yes.
I am trying to be as good as I can on an invite because I got one shot sometimes. I just practice a lot and I get to teach a lot. So it comes better to me. So any other objections you think you're going to get if somebody, if I know a person and I know what their objection is going to be, I'll throw the objection out in front. I'll throw it right out on the table. And I said, I know you're busy. I know you got a couple jobs. I know you're busy. You're really successful. I know you're really successful and you've done well and you know, and blah, 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 blah. And so have I. I know that you got all these issues going on. I know that you're struggling a little bit with your health. And then I debug the objection, right? I know that you're really busy. You got 2 jobs, you got this, you got kids, you got this, you got that. But I have been thinking about you so much that if I don't let you know what's going on, you're going to kill me in a year. That's a Dave Pickard. And I said, I have stumbled into something so extraordinary to change your health or your wealth, related to health and wealth, that could literally change your life in 2 years. Give me an hour and an open mind. I need you to meet Scott and Nick. You need to clear your schedule. And then I talk about the time. That's how clean that has to be. Now, if I feel that they're going to wiggle or they're going to try to get out of it, and I said, this guy that you're going to meet, I'm not kidding. And Nick that you're going to meet is super busy. He runs Nick's Pro Fitness. He owns Nick's Pro Fitness. He's been doing it for 16 years. He's really busy. And I know we get things come up with our kids and we get things come up with our family. And I said, it may not be a big deal to you if something happens, but it'll be a big deal to me. And I gave my word that you're going to be there. And I said, can you give me a word you're going to be there? If you feel it's going to be a wiggle, you follow me? They're going to get out. Because I'll get real strong on the last piece. Because I don't want them to get out of it. Because I don't want you to blow this opportunity off if they show up. And I know that you're going to love this. I know that you're going to it's going to be such a value to you. See how much passion I put into that? Because if you don't put that passion in, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And we are trying to be professional inviters. This is the business in a nutshell. I don't care how great a trainer somebody is. Because you could ask him, in New York Life, the people who were the trainers were the ones that couldn't sell anything. Most of them, right? And there were some that weren't.
Yeah.
But that's not the case with me. I'm on the trenches. I'm showing you that I'm not only just leading in the back of the room, but I'm also in the front of the room. And I don't like when somebody teaches and doesn't do. I want people who do and teach. So you have to be a doer and a teacher. Does that make sense? So you guys don't know me from Adam. So I'm just letting you know that, yes, I do invite a lot of people all the time. And I'm always engaged. I mean, I just signed up Meredith last week. And then my goal is to get 50 personally enrolled by the end of the year. And I'm 18 away. I think I'm less than that, but I'm giving myself 18. So 18 more, and I should be fine in this business. If I never recruit another person again, I'll be fine, but I won't do that. But my goal is 50. 50 CEO packs, not 50 product users. Did you hear me? I've never sold, and you know how I learned that? Huh? Nope. I went to a meeting and I love Dee Blackburn to death, and she started talking about $10. You can get them in for $10. I'm like, $10? Remember that?
Yeah.
$10. I go, what are you talking about? $10. I go, I didn't get here to start $10 and make $1. This is what Malaluka does. They get people in for $1 and they go, oh, hey, I got a customer. That takes no effort whatsoever. You have to really be good to get somebody in at $500. That's why your invoice has to be masterful. Got it? Making sense? It's a business, guys. Just get better. Don't, and it's okay to make a mistake. That's the beautiful thing. Like Palumbi says, you know, if I try 3 times, it's 100% selling job. At least I tried 3 times with somebody. Some people doesn't call me back 3 times, I'm done with them. Then maybe I'll catch up with them later. But if it's a friend of mine, they're never going to get away with it because they won't do that to me. I won't allow it.
We get 2 more, I have 2 scenarios that I make you know.
Go for it.
So for the person that I talked to way back when I started, and I talked way too much, how do I get them back in? And I've got a couple that have come in and they were excited, but they haven't signed up and I want to get them back into a meeting.
Okay, so the first scenario is you talk to somebody, you talk too much, and then I get back, they say, do you still communicate with them? You still talk to them? Okay, say, hey, look. When I said, I'm still doing this and I'm doing well. They don't know what they know what you're doing or no, Youngevity or they got an idea?
Yeah, they know.
Okay, say, hey, look, you know I'm still in Youngevity, right? And I'm doing unbelievable. And you're my friend. This is what I say, you're my friend. And when we talked, I said, I was so new, I didn't know what I was doing. I said, there are so many new and exciting things going on and people are changing their lives. They need finances or health. I said that there's so many breakthroughs in the health and the finances and how people are coming super successful. And I know I screwed it up when I talked to you first, but I said, you got to give me an hour and an open mind. You got to meet Scott and Nick. Have they ever met us?
Nope.
I said, come to lunch with us. Let me buy you lunch. I said, just scrape the, clean the slate. And it's like, act like I never told you about this because this is so exciting. I can't, that's why I had to call you back. I said, can you give me an hour and an open mind? That's all you can do, right?
This is being recorded, yes.
That help? If you don't think I'm wrong, if you think I'm wrong, I mean, let's battle. Let's do some sparring. If you don't think I'm on the right track, tell me what I need to do. I mean, let's go for it. Let's dig it all the way out. I don't care who you have. Okay, what was the other scenario?
The other was I've got a couple of gals that came and they're interested, but I can't get them back to a meeting because they're both scared. They're scared of one's I don't know anyone, and the other is I don't.
Okay.
I can't. Or
Perfect.
Scared to ask people, but of course I tell them we've got training.
Hey, I've been thinking about your situation. I've been thinking about your situation, and you know what? Everybody's scared, and they don't know about invites and meetings. And you know what? You got to come back and you got to revisit this because Scott has some great ideas and how to overcome that. And I said, the bottom line is it's your belief, isn't it? I said, you want to believe in yourself. I said, that's the reason why we do the training to help you believe in yourself and help you get the belief with the skills. I said, just come back in. Just get back in the, let's go to lunch. Whoever it is. I don't even know who it is. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. That help? Anybody else?
I've got a bunch of girls that are really heavy in sales and they are very strong. They're very talented. They're very upbeat and they're having fun. They're cool chicks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask them to come to the meeting tonight. And I'm rusty. I'm talking to people about stuff. I want to know how to present this to them so they come. Everything is well. I don't have any qualms at all about calling them. That's more where I'll screw it up.
Okay.
They're young and they,
Oh, yeah.
In their early 20s.
Okay.
They're really fun people. You know, they trust me. They do trust me. Sometimes they ask me for advice.
Good.
Girls.
Okay.
There's a lot of cute young guys.
I use that. I have.
Okay.
Whatever works.
I mean, they are. There's
That's
these
what
young
I heard.
guys that are all young couples.
Okay.
And
I got it. I got it perfect for you.
Okay.
Say it. Okay. So it's Linda, correct? So say, hey guys, it's Linda. I have stumbled into something and you know me for a long time. Do you trust me?
Oh, I like that.
You trust me, don't you? So I want you to trust me, and I want you to come with me to meet the most successful guy that I know. His name is Scott Pardulis. And I know you guys are really good at selling, and I have stumbled into something that could change your life financially with your energy and with your attitude, but you got to trust me. You said you trust me, don't you? I said, we're going to go to a meeting. I need you to meet my buddy Scott. Clear your schedule for 7:30, and we're going together, and I'll pick you up. What is it? Look, I say, you trust me? You said you trusted me, right? I don't want to screw it up for you. You need to meet my buddy. Fair enough? That's all I would say.
That's awesome.
Set the trust up first. They won't. I said, you told me you trusted me. Just trust me on this. Let's go.
That's the one thing that I did.
How do you have to work?
Somebody who's really interested, but says they don't have the money for it.
Okay. That's an easy one. So they've been to a meeting.
Yes,
They've been to a meeting.
they've been to a meeting here, yeah.
Okay. So they've been to a meeting, but they don't have the money, but they want to do it.
Yep.
Okay, so here's what I would say. I can tell you what Angela did. Why don't you tell her what you did?
I came in at the, was it 25 or 75?
25.
I came in at the 25. What I did was I lined up my people before I even came in, and I brought them with me. So when I had my 4 that I knew were going to sign up, I brought the 25, or then I was already in at the 25, brought the 4 in. Actually, one of the 4 brought my CEO pack for me and signed up on the new
Oh, I remember you saying that.
But she borrowed the money, and Chris.
What do you mean you went in at 25?
Well, there's what he was talking about, they're coming in at $10. I don't push that for people, but if I know it's somebody that's going, they want to come in, and I really don't have the money, you can have them come in at the 25, and they can enroll 4 or 5 people, and then they can purchase their.
There's still an IMD too.
Yes. Yeah, so they come in as a distributor, it's just lower, and they don't get all the bonuses. So ultimately, you want to get them to CEO back.
Okay.
So that's a way that I'm coming on. But I don't push that. I try to get them to, because, like I said, I borrowed the money, and I'll be able to give it. If you really, really, really want it, when you're living above the garage with no water, and you can find $500 in, cheap. I have a daughter.
She needs to get it figured out.
She can find.
You know, one of the things I've done too, and I've done with a few friends that were broke, that I would actually, because I'm making money, so I just put the $500 and they pay me back. That's how I do it, and they pay me in installments. And I said, I want you to do this so bad. I'm willing to front you the money so you can get in. If you trust her enough, I mean, we could take a chance. I've lost 500. I mean, but there's people that pay me back, and it worked. And so you can do it either way, but if you trust this person and you want them to work with you, it's an investment in, you know, sometimes I invest in people at my club, you know, they want to go to college or they want to kick a class, or we split it half with them, you know, because we, you know, they're a valued employee. So if you feel like this person is going to be with you a long time and say, hey, look, I know you're going to be with me for a long time. I think I can work with you on this. If you're willing to do this for me, I'm willing to do this for you.
Maybe ask them to line up the 4 people and
Right.
invest in them.
Yeah, right. That's right. It's a great way.
Then you know if they're invested.
That's
take
right.
back.
Exactly.
For people.
Tonight, and Ken goes back and he's like, Angela, he's like, you're a rock star, you're inviting everybody, he's like, I'm gonna help you however I can. He actually did the 25 in for me, because I also had to pay 75 for the
Right.
starter, so he helped me get in, and then I borrowed the rest of the money. So if they show that this is what they.
It doesn't work every time, let me tell you.
Right.
Rob and I were talking about, when we do get 70 in, because, you know, I have a bunch of people, well, not a bunch, but anyway, I have people, but then I don't do anything with them. You know, and I'm kind of moving on. And so what we thought is that, you know, when we get somebody signed up, we just sit with them immediately, and I'm sure Sue talked this morning.
Yeah.
Immediately get those 4 people. Have them write down those 4 people immediately. But, okay, you got 4, who would you bet 4 people ever gonna jump on right away?
And call them.
Because you're gonna get your money back right away. So it's not even like you're spending it, because who are your 4 people? Let's call them tomorrow, or let's call them today. Let's get them to the meeting on Wednesday. So we're starting
And that's
That
where
is
she has the
in a
protocol.
week.
Now, Alice, you don't even have to do that. Once you get them in, just plug them into her meeting.
Right, right,
Because
right.
so that way she'll,
right.
we
You're
need
right.
we need to have a perfect system.
I know,
So we
we're
plug them
getting
into your
one.
meeting immediately.
Right, so the
Well,
Saturday,
yeah, but whoever's enrolling them should actually be sitting down with them within that first 24
Right,
hours.
right, right.
And going through what I'm teaching on Saturday.
and
Right,
then
but I know
before
it-
And then send them to the meeting, your
Right.
meeting, okay.
Right, you should sit them down and say, you need to get these contacts, you need to do this, you need to have your why. and you need to
Right,
go ahead.
And that's why everybody needs to come to that Saturday meeting,
I
so
know,
we get the
honestly, yeah.
system, so you know exactly what to do
Right.
with them during that first
Right.
24 hours.
It's a good,
And
that's a
then
good
feed
point.
them in here so that they can learn it too.
It's all
Did you film
duplication.
that today, Sue?
It's on Google
Yeah,
Hangouts.
good.
And
You're
that's
doing that every Saturday
Saturday.
at 10?
Third, yeah.
Just
Okay.
for the indefinite future, just count on how good.
Okay, so if you guys haven't done it, I have not done it, I've just been in class. But Kat and I spent hours, I spent a whole day with Louis Ariaza, I kind of know the protocol. But I mean, she's got it down, tells you how many people call, they make calls right there, right? And then way they, the calls are out, the comfort zone's out of the comfort zone, and they make the calls right away, and they get the people in the meeting.
And they get excited.
And they get excited when they get
call,
people.
People say yes, they're like, oh, wasn't so bad, and then they want to make the next call.
Right.
So you do 3 or 4 calls with them, and they've got people coming to the meeting.
Okay, so another scenario.
Yeah,
My daughter's in college and she's been using the TMR shakes and
Yeah.
the rebound and stuff, and some of her other teammates are wanting some of this stuff. She goes, Mom, you need to talk to them. What do I say other than sign up, you can get this on free auto ship, or how do I get them beyond that?
well, the question is there anybody to do a presentation out there, or something, or a webinar?
Not really.
Where
It's
they
in-
at?
They're in Colorado Springs.
Oh, Andrew can do that.
Andrew's gonna be
I
going
can
down
go
there.
down too.
Huh?
I can go down too.
So you say, are they Colorado College?
University of Colorado, Colorado Springs.
Okay, so what you say is, there's,
You brought it.
what you should say to them is say, look, the products are made products. And I said, there's another way that you guys can make cash for college. I said, I'm gonna bring, I said, down there, meet with guys, I'm gonna bring my, edify Scott or Trevor or somebody and bring them down with you.
Okay,
That's what I would do. Because if you got an audience and she can put 5 people in the room together, that's a big deal.
What sport is it?
volleyball.
And is your daughter signed up underneath you?
And my daughter's on the volleyball team. She's on rebound and stuff, so she's holding up pretty good, but some of them are starting to break down. It's like, I need to be on
They need to
stuff.
start adding in group gel, things like that. because the
Yeah.
machines and everything in their knees are just gonna go to waste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be more than happy to talk about all that stuff.
Okay.
So, I play baseball in college, so I'm
Okay.
very familiar with sports and things like that.
Okay.
And is your daughter signed up underneath you?
So I'm sure they're getting enough scholarship money or student fund money that they can find $500 effectively. That's my theory.
Well, it's Division II, so it's not quite as lucrative as Hub.
Gee,
I played Division II though, and I still have some extra money to do that stuff, so I know there's a way to get it somewhere in there.
Mom and Dad?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gee, I bet you can find a meeting room right there.
Oh, you have to remember
And
that.
then mom and dad can be invited to your meeting as well, and you can give mom and dad, it's just alone every.
Okay, so does that make sense to you guys?
Yeah.
So when you're,
You.
okay, hold up, listen up for 1 second. So what I would do if I'm talking to somebody is I'm asking them questions, like you had a waiter guy. And you did it perfectly. You say, hey, you got a great attitude, great energy. And what I would say is I have my own business. I've been very successful. And I said, I found something bigger than me. And I don't know where you're at in life. I said, but I have stumbled into something that could change your life financially. In 2 years, we need to sit down. And you give me an hour and open mind, I'm gonna show you this thing to him. And he did it perfectly. He had a meeting with the guy. So the point I'm trying to make is find out you have to give them a reason why they want to do this. If they don't have a reason why, health-wise or financial-wise, why do they want to come to a meeting? There's no interest. There's no energy behind it. Right?
Yes.
There's no energy. Okay, does anybody else have any other things? Nothing?
Oh, I have.
Yes.
I have a client who, older client, very, the Comfort Dental owners. Rob thought maybe we could just hit them up with products. So not that, because obviously money's not an issue with them, but we really thought the product, so I know Scott said there's no difference, you get them in front of the plan, but how would you handle that?
Here's how I would
Maybe the
handle a very,
CD.
very, very successful person
Mhm.
already, and he doesn't need the money. I know you guys don't need extra money.
Right.
I said, I know you guys, I stumbled on something. I know you guys, based on what I've seen here so far, is you don't need extra money, but I said, sometimes people want a new thing, a new challenge,
Oh, that's
a new
Or
challenge.
time.
And I said, and to get around really positive, enlightened people or whatever. And I said, I've stumbled into something health-wise and financial-wise if it's something that you want to take it that far, but the health piece is just out of this world. And I could see that you guys are struggling with your health. And I need to expose this to you. And I said, then you can give a dead doctors a live end, you can go that route. And I'm not saying that the CDs don't work. And I'm not saying the product angle doesn't work if you hand somebody a product, because it does work, because I did that for Kent the other day. Because this guy Woody's stuck in his head. We brought him to a meeting. So I said, you got to try this. Try this. You tell me what you think. And he was blown away, right? And he goes, that stuff really worked. I said, I told you it really worked. And he goes, I need to call. I said, call Kent. He called Kent. Kent met with him, right?
Yeah.
So you can get the angles. But one thing I was trying to sell a CEO pack, Kent. Sell him a CEO pack, Kent. If you're going to put all that work in, why don't you make some money?
Right.
And how much does he make if he sells a person individually?
What, the 25?
If he sells a CEO pack, he makes $230, and I make $270.
Right.
That's a lot of money for one sale. So when I sign up Meredith, that's $270 in my pocket.
Right.
If I sign up 5 a month, that's $1,000 a month,
Right.
not including everything else that's going to happen if you get the right people. Correct? You have to understand, and here's what you have. This is a marathon. This is not a 10K, and it's not a 5K.
Right.
Even Scott took 3.5 years to get to senior vice chairman with all his skills. So you just got to be patient, and you got to just keep enrolling people and putting them in place, and then you'll be SCMD, vice presidential, presidential. And when you really start making money, I think the good money, the really big money, starts around vice chairman, right, or presidential, where you're making everybody has a different vision of what big money is.
Well, yeah.
And so, can it replace your income? Yes. Can it give you the lifestyle you want? Yes. If I could do this full time, it would be scary. If I could do this full time, Lily, full time, it'd be scary.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the best I can with what I have. I could do better. But if we can do this, now Trevor's going to be being a trainer at our place. He's going to do lots of baseball training stuff. So he's going to be accessing people nonstop now. So we're going to be tag teaming people. All he's got to say is, Nick's doing this product. He thinks it's the best ever. And he knows all about the product. And all we're going to do is we're going to pound CEO packs out of that place. And you know what? Every baseball player has to be on this product. So we sell the product, they get excited about the product, and then well, by the way, let me show you this.
Right.
Because you can get to know them a little bit. You get to know where they're at, because I'm going to tell you something right now. If the economy goes bad one more time, this business is going to go whoosh.
Right.
Guaranteed.
Right now.
It's even more, because when people need more, like they get survival mode, you start to bring out people that you wouldn't have. Because some people are sitting there fat and happy, not the oil people. Oil people are struggling. So if you know anybody in the oil business right now, they need a plan B, big time. Even his brother that's been making gazillions of.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I don't want to ever be in that situation. I want a plan B all the time. Why not have a plan B all the time? Why not have a second option all the time? And you're giving somebody a real business opportunity. Because if you really look at it long term, you don't see a lot of results right away. But you think about every single business. Brian Tracy says this. Every single business for 3 to 4 years makes no money. They lose money every month. That's a projection. They lose money because they're putting R&D back into their business, right? They're building up their business. They're doing advertising. The 5 to 7 years is where they start being profitable. But you can be profitable immediately in this business because there's no overhead. But most businesses fail in the first 5 years 95% of businesses don't even make it 2 years. So what is any different in this business than anything else? There's no business. If I started, like when I started Nick's Pro Fitness, I was smart. I did it out of my house, so I made money right away because I didn't want any overhead. But most businesses have to have brick and mortar. They have to be open. They have to do advertising. They have to have product. They have to have stuff. They have to have equipment. And their outlay, their projection is 3 years. Break even at 4 people. So we forget. But it doesn't go sometimes as fast as you want, right, Steve? It doesn't go as fast as we want it to sometimes. So we see, you know, it's kind of like with Kevin Trudeau. He talks about, here's the radar screen, right? And you're seeing everything on a radar here, but you're not seeing everything off the radar. What's happening over here, because we only see with our eyes here. But if you just keep planting the seeds, it's going to get big here. Does that make sense? So we can't see off that radar. We only can see what's on the radar. And sometimes we're plugging away and we're getting people in and they're buying product and they're not moving and they're not, and all of a sudden somebody starts moving, they start doing something, and the next thing you know, you got what they call a huge energy build and huge momentum. And we're duplicating our efforts, and you get people who are on fire about this and they see where this vision is going long term. And that's all we have to think about is patience, courageous patience. I mean, we all have jobs.
Right.
And we just keep working this and keep working this and do our job. Keep working this, do our job. Keep working this, do our job. But don't work this like a hobby.
Right.
If you really want, you know, and you can ask Angela and Kent and myself and Sue and, you know, and who else, Trevor and Callie, you know, you have to constantly talk to people, right, Alice?
Yes, sir.
You got to talk to people. If you're not going to talk to people, you're not going to have a business. And you have to train. You know, what I think the biggest limiting step in this company is in Youngevity, I'm sorry guys if you're listening to this, is that people don't get together. It's not Youngevity's problem, it's our problem. You know, just like I said to my students today, my job is to get you here, your job is to keep you here. You know, I can only motivate you so much. You have to have the self-motivation yourself to do this. I don't have to be here on Saturday. I choose to be here on Saturday. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
So it's just like any other business, got to be cultivated. You have to train. You have to have product knowledge. You have to have knowledge. You have to have skills. There are certain skill sets that belong here. You have to have them. And if you don't have them, then you need to get them. And we have all the accesses. You know, it's a compensation plan, startup. We know plenty of stuff on visualization and goal setting, and right. I mean, we have plenty. But like, you know, I just have this 1, 2, 3 approach. I just invite. Can't go wrong. How can you go wrong when you have people in the room? And then they get to see, and they get their own view of what could be possible in their lives. And some people jump all over it, and some people don't do anything, and some people think about it. That's part of life, man. Do I get everybody who walks in Nick's Pro Fitness and sign them up for $500 a month? No, I don't. Because they don't have the money. They're freaking out. They're scared. Same fear goes through everybody's minds. Can I do this? Is this real? Will you help me? What's the other one? What's the fourth one?
What's in it for me?
What's in it for me? So you have to alleviate that fear. Right? But the reason, you got to give them a reason to get to the meeting. And you got to talk to enough people. And when you do that, you're set to go. Make sense?
Right.
So did everybody get a chance to role play or no?
No.
Okay, quick role. I don't want five years of role playing. You got a minute and a half. Go.
I have some critique for you, Robert.
Is this on the invite?
When I first started selling life insurance, I would go to people's house at 7 o'clock at night, kids would be crawling all over. So, how are the kids? How the blah, blah, blah. And I remember my trainer saying, hey, kid, you're there to sell life insurance. And so even when she said, you don't care what she's doing, because you're so busy, you don't care if she's doing a lot of things. So, hands are, we just got to Almost like out of breath. I can't wait to get off the phone. She feels like, wow, this is so important. So I think that'll help. You can pause because you were trying to have too many conversations. The old conversation. So this is what I mean. Because then it's not like, it's just like, I just got a moment.
It's crazy. Come on. I was, okay, we're on.
Right.
Well, okay, narrow down, here we go. Once we come through every one.
Sure. Yeah, I mean,
that's so many of them. Gotta narrow those down, gotta get going. Get rid of this list. 100 points. I want to blow those, I want to blow through those.
right, right.
And that's a result.
Do you want them primarily coming here, or do you do something?
We're gonna go get the Thursday meeting going.
Who's gonna present?
Andrew. Andrew's gonna be down. I mean, we gotta get.
Yeah.
Cheryl. They don't drive. Evergreen? Right. Well, what is it? You know, and they're shot down, you have to.
Yeah.
So, hey.
And are you presenting?
Yeah, I'll do, because I told you. I've got to get that online stream. So I'm short, just like today, I did the 20-minute bar TikTok.
With a prospect?
Challenge is you want to where they're going.
Right.
You hear the prospect go. The first thing when I shove it in, here's a video. You know, and it's like, oh, you know, you gotta see it. And going someplace else. Right. And the presentation, you can feel where they go. Oh, I'm not here to make money. Oh, I'm not here to do this. Or, oh, yeah, I know about that. Sign them up in front of the friends the next day. Can't rely on
Right. Where and when is Andrew going to do it Thursday? You know, yeah.
Right now, it's gonna be popcorn where we put them. I had it down there, we did it at the hospital. There's a restaurant in there.
And when you say down there, is that outside our country?
That's where I'm.
That's the. Can you get free venues that'll hold 10 or 20 people?
Well, put it this way, I can get a room like this, a little bit larger. That size room. Do it at 7 o'clock. That's open till 9. But.
Did you ever go to the Panera Bread?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like that, right? I thought that was terrific. It was. Yeah. Maybe you were there. My sister came.
Go back.
It's been marvelous because we've been.
Yeah, really.
I've got.
So, when I go back, it's volleyball weekend, we only have names.
Yeah.
And, you know, like some of the parents have flown in from Florida, you know, my daughter's like, oh, you need to talk to that mom of this daughter, who wants that?
Right.
So, I mean, it's, should I even bother with that? Should I, or should I just
Well, I would
get them,
say-
should I just get them on that?
Just give them the car, yeah, just get their daughters, say, give me a number, I said, yeah, I've done with some great nutrition. I have the best dietitian that I've ever seen, I'm gonna give it, and all your daughters make it.
And so.
Yeah, right.
4 rooms.
Right, you wanna help your daughter get it.
Yeah, right.
Are you,
You say, hey, you know, I wanna show you the stuff that they're gonna listen to what you're doing. And I start at that. It's because it's hard because they're out of town, but if the kids want it, the parents will buy it.
Right, so.
what is your organization now? Are you?
I didn't know if I needed to go in and say, at least
What is your?
get her going on, you know, she wants protein stuff. So we'll get her on ownership and just get that going, but then still teach her to work with them.
Yep.
Expand it, but
Well,
not lose the possibility of getting them in.
You want to,
And how many frontline?
you want to show them. What I would do is I say, look, let me come down there and explain all the product, and take Trevor's.
Well, I do have another one.
Show them both.
Dennis Anderson.
So I'll just be showing the girls.
You what?
Yeah, then
Right,
we
you
go
show the
back.
girls, yeah, you don't wanna be like in the game trying to, you know, it's too much distraction, you watch the game, it's too much.
So I'm thinking, I'm just thinking to see if I can just get the whole.
Right.
Get a reason with the whole.
Well, I would like to-
team.
I'm sure your daughter will probably get a minute, just say, and then say, look, I'm bringing in a guy that knows the product, he's gonna explain it. It's all NCAA approved and everything.
Yeah.
So you're.
NCAA.
I would like you to come.
So for them to even, be a part of selling it and stuff.
It's amazing.
I mean, for them to be.
Oh, yeah, it's their own business, they do whatever they want, yeah, it's a job.
Trust me.
Right.
They need to make extra money, make extra money. Okay, let's bring it back, cause I gotta get going. We did a lot. There you go.
Just trust me.
Does this make sense to you?
Yeah, and talking through some of our scenarios, yeah, was good.
Come on.
We do have one question for you. If you can't get people to, the meetings are too far away.
It's, you know, where the constituents is.
Can't you, would a 3-way, get them on the phone with a 3-way and have that meeting be?
Yeah.
Would work?
Scott, we did.
Yeah, and I've just been.
Well, because we haven't known how to take it to that level.
Okay. Okay, guys. Guys. All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. I hope this has been valuable to you. Yes or no, I don't know.
Yes.
It's been valuable?
I would like to
Okay.
do more of it.
Here is the key with this. Here's the key with this. See how Kent's just like right to it? Because he hangs around me all the time. We do this all the time. He tells me this, he said that. And you know, I would listen to him talk and I'd say, no, say this to him. Because when I was walking by the meeting room when a buddy of his, Dave and I, we have a acquaintance that Dave Montesi. And so I walked by the room, I go, no, don't tell him that. And then I walked in and said something to seal the deal, because I overheard him, and I said, and I added one more thing. So sometimes that tag team, like Sue was saying, is very key to this business. But we have been practicing this so much, we're getting better at it. And you know, all I can tell you is, guys, skill only comes through exhaustion. You need to practice so you're so tired, you will be so good at it. Keep until you get really good at this invite. So just be confident enough in yourself that you can get this thing down. And Susan, same thing. What I want you to do know is you are one of the most persistent people I've ever met in my entire life. And you stick and stay. There's no reason you will fail at this business. You just keep doing what you're doing and refine that invite. You get people three-way calls or whatever, or if you get enough people to do a meeting, I'm sure that Scott would go down and do a meeting for you. Yeah. Or Andrew or Sue, whatever. So the point I'm trying to make is you have all the ingredients of persistence that, with all of, the things that you've gone through, you are going to be a superstar.
Getting past that one little thing.
Well, and the thing is, and the thing is that we all have different skill sets, and we have to leverage our skill sets. But in the meantime, you just need to keep practicing that role playing. And I'm telling you guys, if you don't do enough role playing, you're not going to feel good about yourself. Even like out loud in the car, you can practice your invite, right, Trevor?
Oh, yeah.
You can go up there, hey, say, I stumbled into something extraordinary. Hey, I was thinking about you, and you were on my mind. Hey, you go, look, I know you're really successful. And you compliment them up front. Hey, I know that you told me you're struggling financially, right? And I said, I've been thinking about you like for 2 days. And I said, if I don't talk to you about this, I'm going to kill myself. You're going to kill me in a year. And whatever, kill myself. You know what I mean?
All right, I'll go.
That's a death clause. Okay, so you want to bring something up that their reason why, and you got to find the reason why. And how do you do that? Family, occupation, recreation, message. So you may not even say anything to them that day. Say, wow, it was fascinating talking to you.
Right.
I really enjoyed that. And maybe that's a stranger. But if you know somebody and they're struggling, you don't say, hey, I got an opportunity for you. Say, hey, I've been thinking about you, which you have been. And I've been thinking about your situation. And if I don't talk to you in a year, you're going to kill me. Because I have stumbled into something so extraordinary that could change your life financially in 2 years. And you give me an hour and an open mind, I'm going to meet you. I'm going to turn you one of the most successful people I know. And it's all about being around successful people. Would you agree? I said, give me an hour and an open mind. I'm picking you up. I'm going to take you to meet this guy. Fair enough? Done. Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to wrap the meeting up like this. As we said in the beginning of the meeting, I had videotape patterns for Greg and Kent. So patterns are like a figure skating compulsory. Are you guys ready? Okay. I thought you were showing the baby pictures.
No.
Okay.
Business cards.
Okay, so as I even look at my own technique, I see flaws in my technique. So as I looked at the technique, I said, I want to do that again. Now, why did I say I want to do? I could have just let it go, because if you're accepting mediocrity from yourself, that is what you'll get. If you're not willing to put yourself out of your comfort zone, you'll never get better at this business. This business is out of your comfort zone every day. But if you do not role play and skill drill like we're talking about, how in the world can you be confident enough to go talk to somebody?
Yeah, right.
So you need to find somebody, and if you don't have somebody, just practice on your own. Practice the rebuttals. Practice debugging the objection up front. I understand you don't have money. That is an issue, isn't it? You don't want that to have, you want this the rest of your life, do you? You think I can help you? You want my help? I can help you. See? See how I did it? I am telling you guys, it's practice. If a guy that could not speak in front of a group 20 years ago can do this, seriously couldn't speak 25 years ago, in front of a group of 2 people standing in front of you, I think everybody in this room can do this. You can do it, but you got to be good at the invite. You got to be good at the skills, and you can't stop learning. You can't stop. When they say plug in, when we say plug into the meetings, plug into the meetings. And even if you can't make it on a Saturday, that doesn't mean you can't go Google Hangout, or you can't rehearse and do stuff on your own, right? Or, because we're trying, like I said, look at your left. SEMD, 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 VP, VP.
I'll do it as well.
RMD.
But
But
SEMD,
we have
they
1,
get
2, 3, 4, 5
it up.
of main people,
No,
right?
really.
5
Okay,
people.
that's good.
So why do you think we're here? Because we don't want to lose. We want to keep going in our goals. Because we've seen the success that it can give us. You just got to see more success. You know what? Columbia used to say, don't talk about the deals you lost, talk about the deals you made. And the other said, Brian Tracy says, what's the best time to make a sale after making the sale?
Right.
And we just got to keep selling, and we keep improving, and we keep getting better, and we keep getting more people enrolled. And before you know it, this room's not going to be big enough for everybody. It's not. But we got to get better. And this is a business where you got to get better. I don't care. We can all be happy, talk, and hug each other and all that stuff. But and when the smoke clears, we all want to be more successful financially. I do. And I want to teach people how to be successful financially, because otherwise, why are we doing this? I mean, I'm doing it, yes, for the health piece. Yes, I am. And the dream, and I love the personal development piece. But I want you to be successful, Susan. I want you to make a lot of money.
I need to make a
And the
lot of
reason
money.
why I'm standing in front of this group right now is to help you guys become more successful at making money and getting invites. And if I don't do this, who's going to do it? I think people care, but I think people get distracted. But see, I've been doing Taekwondo my whole life. If you think about what Kent and I were saying, we are the most consistent people I know. I said, I've been waking up for 16 years teaching conditioning classes in Taekwondo in my studio for 16 years. What is different about this? I'm just plugging in the same consistency, and the same discipline, and the same focus, and the same plugging into personal development, showing up at meetings, going to convention. I do it every day in my class. What's different? Nothing. Nothing. So if you can do that, and you can stay the course and have that courageous patience, as Mr. Newton says, you can't do a lot of good and get bad. So let's do some good, right?
Yeah.
All right, see you.
Thank you, sir.
Quick one before you leave. Who's on the daily dose call? Who listens to those?
I do some. I don't
Okay.
do
I
them
just,
all.
I'm not.
Grab
Today
this
is
one,
what awesome.
grab this one that